Today we will look at overloading binary operators in C++. So in the last class we saw about unary operators and why we need the overloading in C++. So overloading helps to make the operators useful in case of class objects also. So if you have overloaded the operators for some class, so these operators can be used according to the way you wish these operators to perform. Okay, so let's see. So we discussed about an integer class. So it is a simple integer class and it has one member attribute which is int I and a constructor. And now what we want is that, okay, when I write something like integer class, so integer, so let's say I1 3, I4 and I3 as 5. So now what should happen is I should be able to do something like I1 plus I2. I should be able to check if, let's say, I1 is equal to I2, or let's say is I3 equal to I2. Okay, so something like this. So all operators should now be working for me. So I1 plus I2 should be working. If I1 is equal to I2, this should be working for class objects. Okay, and I3 is plus equal to I2, which means I3 is equal to I3 plus I2. This should also be working. So if you don't have any overloaded operators, this will give error. Okay, this will not work. But if you define the overloaded operators for it, then it should be working. And in this class, so we will see some of the methods. Okay, so we will see here, so methods, first is that we are using binary operators here. So what binary operators does is that they operate between two objects of the same class. Okay, so if I have a operator plus and I'm taking two arguments of the same class, okay, two objects of the same class, and now I will add. Okay, so this is one thing. Then the next thing is that whatever operators we like, so power of equal to, so these things I'm defining. Okay, so let's first see. So again, friend function we use, so that these are the methods or the functions that we use. They can access the private member attributes of the class for which they are the friend. So now this function operator plus can use the private member functions or private member attributes of this class. Okay, and then we have, let's see, so first thing is operator plus. So this is a binary operator, const integer. So we are returning const integer operator plus const integer ampersand left. So I'm passing it two variables. Okay, so these are const integer type and it is a const reference to an integer left, const integer ampersand right. So two arguments, both are constant references to integer type class object. And what it does now for me, so I'm returning a const integer. Okay, so again here, so it is a const integer and I'm not returning a reference. Okay, so it's just an object, const integer operator plus. So I return integer, I make a class integer, in that I pass left.i plus right.i. So this is something very precise, but it can be written something like integer. Okay, so temp, so I can write a temp, and then what I can do is integer temp, and then what I can do is, okay, so this is there, and before that I will write that, okay, int, so let's say int, so int j is equal to left dot I plus right dot j. Okay, right dot I. So this I can access because I'm in the friend function. So I can access the private attributes using the object. So left.i plus right.i I will access. I will store it at int j. So now what I will do, int integer temp I define and I give it an argument j. Okay. So this now becomes a temporary object which has the sum of the numbers. Okay. And then I can return. So return temp, and the same thing is happening here in one line. Return integer or temporary variable I am creating, left.i plus right.i I am doing. So all these things are done in one line. Okay. So now let's look at, so this was simple binary plus operator. Now let's look at exponential equal to, and they are taking also the same argument, and here one change is there. So now I am not using a const here. Okay, which means I am passing a reference to this class object, and I can change that also. Okay, so let's see. And what I do, one very important thing here in operators is that I'm checking int if ampersand left is equal to ampersand right. So what it means, some coder might, what they can do is they pass the same. So I can do what, a, and what I can do is equal to a. If something like this I write, so this will have a bad problem. So what will happen is I'm trying to assign a is equal to, so a, so it is something like a is equal to a, so a is equal to a, something like this, and it will keep on going. Again it will see here a ampersand this one, so it might keep on recursing. So we should not do that. Okay, so if both, so we do nothing, and then what happens, so left.i, so this is, we check, and if it is so, we don't do anything. Okay, so self assignment. Okay, then what we do, left.i is equal to left.i plus right.i. Okay, so that we do, and then we return left. So here we were changing the left, so that is done. Okay, and what happens is here again, so I didn't have a const here, so I could change it, and I returned left because now I added the right part also. From the right I added that integer, and I return an integer ampersand. So again, now let's see why I am able to return a reference, because this left is not a local object, so its scope is not going out after this function ends, and hence I can return a reference to it. Okay, and then let's see at equal to operator. So if these two are equal, so I don't need to change, so I have put a const here. So return left.i is equal to right.i. If it is true, it returns true there, or non-zero. Okay, so this is about the binary operators, and this is important for operator overloading, how to do, and we used friend functions to do operator overloading. Okay, and in fact we could have, one thing is that, do we really need operator overloading also? One in fact friend function to make operators overloaded function friend function. So what we can do is that, in fact it's not always needed. So let's try to see one example here. Can we do something here so that I don't need it to be a friend function? So what I can do is, let's add a method here. Okay, so if I can add here something like, let's say I can add int, so it is a public function, int get I. Okay, so this const I do, and I return I. Okay, so if I have this method get I as a public function, so now let's see, can I remove this friend function here and still have that method? So now, yeah, we can have, because what here only the change will be, this one will become return, so get, so left dot, okay, so this will become now, So this will be left dot get I is equal to right dot get I. Okay, so if these two are equal, then this will work. So we don't always need to define it as a friend function. If I have a method that gives me I, then also I am done. Okay, get I. So this way I don't need to have here a friend function, this one operator equal to, I can directly use that. Okay, so I needed it to be a friend function only with I am doing left dot I. Okay, if I don't do this, if I have some public API left dot get I, then I can be done. But then also I need a friend function in this case, because what I'm doing now, I'm passing returning left itself, I'm changing. Okay, so here I will need it to be a friend function, I cannot do without it. Okay, so these are the few things that we need to remember, and here also can we do. Okay, so let's see. So is it possible here that a plus b I'm doing and I'm returning it to someone else? So here also in fact I don't need it to be a friend function. Okay, because what I can do is it is returning this one, so I can say integer left dot get I plus right dot get I, and I can make it into a new integer. So here I'm not changing anything, so this is also fine. Okay, so these are the few things that you have to remember. It's not always necessary to allow functions to be a friend function so that they can change many things. With minimum amount of work we should be able to do our work. So okay, our solution. So here we don't need this to be a friend function. In fact, we don't need this to be also a friend function if we have a method or function, public function get I. Okay, so these are the things to remember. I hope you understand this video, and if you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, write a lot of comments and good comments, and share it among your friends. Thanks a lot.